Magic Forge Tycoon is a cozy simulation game that draws distant inspiration from classic games like Game Dev Tycoon. In your Magic Forge, you craft fantasy-based weaponry such as glacial bows or druidic maces. These weapons help sustain the military power of multiple factions in a fantasy world. In comparison to other games, it provides a much more relaxed experience, but it is also shorter in content. In the game, you start by building weapons within your forge, and you choose 9 sliders on what you want to focus on, and these impact the style and structure value of the item. Once you've crafted your item, this will get a rating, and you can sell it in the trading post to any of the available kingdoms. Here, you can control your prices based on both its rate and the preference to those kingdoms. Now, what this game does really well as part of its core simulation is that your weapons influence the kingdom's economic and military power. And very early on, you will unlock contract orders, so you can directly take orders from a specific kingdom, and by completing it, you gain gold and a secondary currency favor. As you do this, you are improving that kingdom's military power, but you're also building a reputation with them. So you gain perks from that faction like free wood every month. By fulfilling the orders, you're also influencing the global tension. And yes, you can also influence war outcomes when there are wars happening. Your decisions do matter, and some factions will embargo any resource trade if you are helping out the enemy, and a faction that loses war will disappear from the game, meaning you lose any active perks. So if you have a level 4 faction, you might want to try and protect it. Don't worry though, more factions will continue to rise up, so you're never really at a stalemate and you can't really lose the game. As you continue to shape the world in a peaceful or chaotic manner, you're continuing to earn favor and gold, and you can use these to purchase permanent upgrades. You can upgrade your forge quality and speed, unlock elemental enhancements to improve the rating of your weapons, and even new features like elixirs for alchemy and up to 4 workshops which will automatically craft items for you. The game will naturally progress through 3 different ages, each taking 5 years, and the second and third ages will unlock new resources and new weapon patterns. These more complex patterns have more toggles, and therefore there is more room for error because they are more difficult to get correct and get a high rating. As the game progressing, so does the complexity level, but it does keep it interesting. As you start getting the hang of the game, you will want to then master the alchemy system. By mixing ingredients in the cauldron, you can create very powerful elixirs, and for example, you can use the elite mark to improve the price markup and sell prices for much higher amount than they would usually sell for. There are also elixirs that impact more directly the economic and military power, and you can even craft elixirs that start or end wars immediately. You have a lot of power in your hands. With all that, you do want to find your own balance. You might want to use the forge to use the alchemy and really create chaos, but you also want to work on non-mastered patterns so that you can craft them with the workshop. Then you can rely on the workshop automations to fulfill the orders or store weapons so that when there's a war you can sell them directly to whoever you want to favor, or you can just keep them and try and work on trending sales for a higher profit. Your goal is to fulfill 15 years, which yes, you can continue with a sandbox mode, but after 15 years, you will have a high score which will go into the leaderboard. Overall, the game took me 4.5 hours to complete a run. I did a second run where you continue with the same steps, and again it took me 4.5 hours, which is less than I expected for a tycoon game in itself, but it does have an advantage that is much more relaxing. Whereas other games that are the tycoon type, I have to go into a deep simulation, have a lot of brain power. This is actually much more relaxing. So it is enjoyable to a different type of player or just a different type of mood. I hope that this overview helped you decide whether Magic Forge Tycoon is right for you. I'm really grateful that I got a free key to try it out. I did actually enjoy it enough to play it twice, although I'm not really sure how much I will play it again because it does feel overall limited and linear, and yes, if I play again the kingdoms will be different, but I feel like I already uncovered all that I want to, but it's definitely enjoyable and good in what it wants to be. I thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Goodbye!